Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Pick a Card, which is about Is he the one for me? Yes, is he the one? A question we've all had to grapple with and think about in our relationships with the men who have come in and out of our lives. Having said that, you could use this reading even if you are wondering if she is the one or the woman for you. So even though I'm saying he, this is not gender specific, and you could use this in any situation, even if it's same sex or in the varieties of ways that relationships can happen. It's not gender specific, although for my ease of reference, I'm going to say he, but it's not gender specific, just to say. So here we are with three Andara crystals. So I'm going to ask you to take a moment because this is pick a card. So you're going to be picking it in accordance with, which, sort of energy you feel drawn to, whether it's this one, the Mystic Orange, whether it's this, the Atlantean stroke Scottish piece, and then there is this beautiful Lemurian heart. Okay, so I want you to take a moment, feel into your energy to see which pick it's going to be, most relevant for you. Okay, so I'm going to give you a moment to do that. Okay, so I hope you've chosen one. Now, this reading is it's a general reading, of course. So even though it is a pick a card, so you need to be guided by your own intuition, your own knowing, if you're going to be making any decisions as a result of this reading. And if you do want a personal reading, you can get in touch with me at loveladylara@gmail.com. So you can email me and book a private session. I do sessions over Skype and WhatsApp, and we could even do a phone call if you want. Okay, so I'm going to be using the tarot cards. This my favorite little tarot deck. So this is pick number 1, pick number 2, and pick number 3. So I'm going to be moving this over here for now. And so you can listen to all the 3 picks if you choose, or you can just go down and have a look below to see which, according to which pick you've chosen, you can just go straight and zero in on that reading. Okay, so the timings will be set down below. Okay, so here we go. So the pick number 1. Okay, so pick number 1. So let's see what we have. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Now, the first card that's come out is the Page of Swords. Okay, the Page of Swords. Now, whenever a page card comes out, I tend to pick a second card because the page acts as a messenger. Okay, so I'm getting that. Okay, so he may be someone who is a bit younger than you, perhaps, but who may also seem somewhat matured in his years in a way. So you find yourself very drawn to him, and you get a lot of how do I say, you feel a lot of energy coming from him. He is very loving. He seems to know how to court you. That's what I'm getting from these two cards. And you feel very much like he's your soulmate. That's how I am reading the Lovers card right now. But it's interesting because then we come to the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles, to some, it's called the Beggar's card or the Poverty card. But what I'm getting here is that you may have found that money could be a problem. Now, let's see if that pans out. I'm going to take a look now at a clarification card from the Romance Angels deck. Okay. And so let's see what this has to say for the Poverty card. Okay. Oh, okay. What I'm getting is that you may not always feel, how should I put it, very confident in how he is treating you. Maybe he's not, spending time or, showering you with gifts, and you feel, well, I don't know, I don't know if it means he's not really interested in me because he's not doing that. Because of course you deserve love. And that's the exact card that's come out. You deserve love. You deserve to be loved. And that is going in against the grain for you, because what you're getting is perhaps a guy who could be having some financial constraints, or it feels like he's having financial constraints, and he's not maybe taking you to the places you want to go, or showering you with the gifts, or making you feel, cared for in a way that, that a guy should. Or it could be a situation where, you have a more traditional view of how a guy should show you affection, which is through spending money. And maybe he doesn't do that. And it could be because he's a student. It could be because he's saving up for something, or he just has that kind of point of view where, he would rather save for something important or save for the future. And so he doesn't believe in, lavishing you with gifts and things like that. But you see here, we have the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands says to me that, well, there is passion in this relationship, or the beginnings of passion. But what worries me is this card. This card right here, which is the Seven of Swords. That worries me a lot. So I am going to take a clarification card for the Seven of Swords, because I'm thinking, why is it coming out? Everything seems to be not too bad. Seems to be quite good, but why is the Deception card coming out now? Interesting. Because what's coming out is the Attraction card. So let me, take out a couple more cards. Let me read this information more. Oh. Okay, let's see what's going on now. Okay, so what I'm getting is that there may be an ex in the picture. So even though, he's been very attracted to you, you're not sure that things are over between him and his ex. Okay? So there may have been a reconciliation with his ex-girlfriend, ex-partner. And as I said, this is not gender specific. So you read the he's and she's into whatever I'm saying as you need to. Okay? Okay, so you won't be hung up on the, he, she situation. And so, yes, there looks like, there may have been somebody in the picture, or there still could be someone in the picture, you're not sure. So you need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with this guy. Okay? So I think the opportunity is going to come in maybe the next 2 to 3 weeks, so that you will have the opportunity to speak to him, okay, and ask whether um, this woman is still in the picture, this girl is still in the picture or not, okay, and then you need to be guided moving forward. So I know this is is this the guy for you? But clearly things are not so clear cut, because there is someone else in the picture. But it's important for you to know that there is this other person. So let's see. I feel guided now to take the this archangel deck. It's a beautiful deck, and it's got lovely energy of the archangel. So let's see what guidance the archangels want to give us at this time in respect of this reading. Oh, well, interestingly enough, the card that's come out is Metatron Prioritize. So he's asking you to prioritize, which means that you need to find out if you are priority for him. And that's going to be part of your heart-to-heart conversation that you have. Whether you are a priority. If you find that this guy is not giving you the time at the minute, given that this relationship I feel is pretty new, you may need to weigh the situation, and you may even need to say, well, this is not working for me so much. Okay, let's take yet another card from the Whispers of Love deck. Okay, let's see what the Whispers of Love have to say about this, because I would like some more information if possible. Oh, right. So this is interesting. So it's the Actions Speak Loudly card, right? So this kind of like dovetails with the Prioritize card, because basically it says that no matter what a guy says, his actions are what we need to look out for. How he's treating you, okay? So if you are not a priority, like what this card says, then you need to be guided by that. And if you're not a priority for him, it means, okay, maybe that other relationship is still taking up a lot of his energy. Maybe she's being demanding of it. The other woman, the other person, the third party is still very much in the picture for him, and you are not top priority. Or it could be that he's just not ready. At this point in time, he is just not ready to make a decision, or he's not ready to give you the commitment that you desire. So you may need to put this relationship on the back burner. It seems like there is that energy, I would say. But listen, this sort of thing can change. If you give it time or pull back or something, it may change. But right at the present time, if he can't give you a proper answer, or his actions are not matching up to him spending time with you, or his resources on you, and there are all of these other things that are going on, he may not be the one for you right at this minute. But that isn't to say that down the line this won't change. We always leave the door open for that sort of thing to happen. So for me, I don't see, okay, the deception card, while it's here, I would think it's likely that what he's doing is because he wants to, he's in a difficult situation and needs to keep his options open in a way. Not the best situation, not the most ideal situation, And so that's the reason why, maybe right now this is not the best situation for you. Okay, so yeah, I wish it was different. But let's see what the next lot of cards have to tell us. So we're going to be looking at number 2. Okay, so we're going to be looking at number 2, which is pick number 2. Let's see what pick number 2 is going to be about. So, I'm just going to be open and allowing. Let's see what pick number 2 is going to bring forward in terms of energies and so on and so forth. Okay. Oh, let me give this a good shuffle. Make sure that the cards are well shuffled. So we have the new energy coming in. And so even though the question is he the one for me? It's not a simple yes or no. It really depends on, the various factors that come out in the reading. The different backgrounds of the situations that come out and what's going to apply to you or not apply to you very much depends, on your situation, your circumstance, and how the cards are giving the information. So let's see. Okay, right off the bat, we have the 3 of Swords. Okay, wow. Let's see what this is. Oh, okay. Holy moly, I don't think this has happened before in a reading. Oh my God, okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Are you seeing this? The 3 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the Tower, the 4 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Wow. That is a lot of swords. And I'm going to take a card for here. Oh, okay. So at least this isn't. Okay, the clarifier card for the Page of Swords is the 10 of Pentacles. So first card is 3 of Swords. Okay, so swords on their own relate to the mental situation. So, either logic, mental, communication, the mind, also to do with the element of air. So very interesting. Like 4 out of 6 cards are swords. And right off the bat, we've got the 3 of Swords. So what does it mean? To me, it feels like you're already going through some heartbreak with this person, okay? It feels like it has been difficult. There has been a lot of heartbreak. You have been hurt. There may have been, some sort of, third-party situation. May not be another romantic interest. It could even be this person's parent or something, not being in favor of the relationship and, causing a lot of dis-ease amongst between the two of you. You don't feel happy. You feel, upset by whatever's going on. And I think this is you. This feels like it's you. You don't, part of you wants to leave the relationship already. You are already thinking, oh my God, I wish I could just leave. But what could also be happening is you could have a domestic situation with this person. It means that you could have moved in with him or he with you, but it feels more like you with him, or you're in a situation where you're somewhat, in a way, dependent. I think it's like dependent. You're dependent on him for something. And you could be working with him, or there could be some situation that is lending itself. Now let's have a look. Let's ask the romance angels, oh, favorite romance angels now, to let's see what the angels have to say with regards to the Eight of Swords. Okay. Right. Okay. I need to see more cards out for sure. Oh. Right. This is very strange, I would say. Now, the card that has come out, the first one that has come out is worth waiting for. So let me feel into this energy. Now, I think there is a soulmate sort of relationship between the two of you. You feel very drawn to each other. It's just that the situation is such where you're not feeling very happy about it. And you feel trapped, and it's compounded by the fact that you feel very drawn to this person, and you're thinking like, what the heck, why is this happening to me right now, so it looks like I'm wondering whether it's also a timing issue here, whether things are just not working out because it's a timing issue. And then we have the Tower card right in the middle. Okay, when I look at the Tower card, of course, it's the sudden event. It's something inexplicable that has that is literally sort of throwing you both apart. It could be a situation that just sort of like blows things out of proportion. Okay. But what it gives you the opportunity to do is to actually move away from it, which is what I feel the Four of Swords is about. Okay, so you are going to get the chance, because of this outside influence or this outside event, to take a time out. And that's what you need. You actually need to move out of each other's space, because I think a lot has happened in the past. This third party thing, which could be his mom or or their parent, or it could even be a third person, could be an ex, it could be just some interference from outside, that's causing a lot of unhappiness in the relationship. But what they're also saying is, during this difficult period, you are going to be surrounded by people who love you and who can give you advice. Okay, so what you should do is take advantage of that. If necessary, if you have moved in with him, maybe you need to move back with family, or you need to move in with friends. I think help is going to be available to you if that becomes necessary and you need to move away. All right. Now, it could also be that one of the reasons why the situation between the two of you isn't easy is because you both have different upbringings, because that's how I read religious factors in this card, in the Romance Angel deck. I know it says religious factors, but I think it's more upbringing. Whether you have a similar upbringing, similar point of view, similar way of looking at the world, similar philosophies or not. I think those things are really, really important for you to think about. And if those issues are, if you have to decide whether or not you can live with, having a different point of view from this person whom you care about. But what I'm getting here is, after the time away, which is the Four of Swords, where you've had a time to think, time to just, let go of the situation, what I feel could happen is that there could be some sort of reconciliation. Well, that's what my cat is saying too. She's saying, oh, yeah, definitely. And then here you go, the Ace of Cups. So you may be away, even estranged from each other for a while. But what could happen after that period apart, which could even take 6 months to a year, you you could get back in touch. Okay, there will be some communication, which is our page of swords, and you could, things could rekindle on a different level. That's what I'm getting. It feels like a whole different level of communication, and I think if that happens, then you could find yourself moving into a different sort of arrangement. Okay. Oh, so the card that has come out is Choose Love. So this is from the Whispers of Love deck. Okay, it's a beautiful deck. It's really subtle colors and it's a lot of artwork. And so I feel that, at the end of the day, you have to put yourself in the picture too. You have to decide whether or not your situation is going to work out for you in terms of with the differences that you have, the upbringing, the different backgrounds that you have, and everything else. I think that's you're going to decide whether or not weighing it against the person you are vis-a-vis who he is and so on, whether he is the person that you can spend your life with. And though it says choose love here, it also means that you're part of that love equation too. So you need to choose love for yourself. Where are you going to feel the most love? Or is loving you such that in order for you to love yourself, you can't be with this person because this person, the differences between the two of you are just too much, and it's going to be difficult for you to reconcile those differences in all the things that I mentioned. So it's not a black and white answer, but I hope it's giving you some sort of thoughts about how this relationship could go. And even though I'm being very, very cautious about what I'm saying about choose love and that you need to be part of this equation, what I'm also feeling like, notwithstanding all of these sword cards, because something happens, this extraneous event happens, an unexpected situation happens. I don't want to say what it could be, but it will be, it may be. I feel it's going to be more difficult on the other party rather than you, even though, what I'm sensing is like a time apart. So, so there is an opportunity for both of you to get back together because of the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, and then the Choose Love ultimately means that the decision lies with you. You are in the driver's seat of this. So, and even though, it may not look on the surface that things could work out, things actually could. I know it seems a bit strange, but that's the sense I'm getting from it. It's like, the situation will change drastically after our tower situation settles down, and you could find yourself coming back together again, and maybe even deciding to get back into a domestic arrangement again. All right, so that is our pick number 2. All righty, so let's go in for pick number 3. So if you chose this Andara crystal, isn't it lovely? It is, it's been one of my favorites for a long time. So let's look at what pick number 2 has to say. Sorry, pick number 3. What am I saying? Pick number 3. Oh my God. It must be the time of day. It must be Mercury still casting its little spell. Okay, let's hope Mercury is out of the picture. So pick number 3. Let's see what it has to say. I'm ready for some good news, but I mustn't, allow that to enter the cards. Just okay. Let's see what this is going to be about. Okay, pick number 3. Alrighty. Angels and guides. Okay. Oh, righty-o. Right. Okay, and this. Wow, 3 out of 5 cards are major arcana cards. So this looks like it's an important relationship for the two of you. Now the Hanged Man has come out right up the bat. So you feel stuck in the relationship is what I'm getting. You're feeling stuck. You already don't know whether this relationship is going anywhere. And even for this reading, the 4 of Swords has come out again. And the 4 of Swords normally means, you're taking a break. Somebody's taking a mental break. Maybe even a physical break from whatever's going on. So I'm going to have a look at these Romance Angels card again to see what is happening. Why is this the case? If there's any clarification, that would be good. Ooh. Right. Aha. Oh, is that so? Ooh. Wow. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so what I'm getting is that you have been feeling very stuck about this relationship. It's not been progressing. It's kind of like come to some sort of like a standstill. It feels like, you're feeling very upset, and you're wanting him to, and I'm also sensing frustration here, and you're wanting him to make up his mind, but he's not, because this is the King of Swords. But in the way I read it, the 3rd position is the obstacle position, and here he's not made up his mind. He's just not not giving you any answers that you're looking for, and things have stagnated, but he's not done anything. But the clarification card says very soon, very soon. So I'm thinking it could be in 2 months, or 2 weeks, 2 months, not 2 years, 2 weeks, 2 months, something with a 2 in it. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So something with a 2 in it. So I don't think it's going to be as soon as, well, who am I to say? It could even be the 2nd of the month, or the 2nd week of the month, or it could be the 22nd or something like that. You're gonna get some movement. Okay, that's I wouldn't call it a stalemate, but that stuck situation is going to maybe unstick itself. And then comes the World. The World, which means that it's an end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. But in this new cycle, it's like the situation has changed, where now you're going to be reaping the benefits of all of whatever has gone on. It feels like a very positive card, and it says engagement. I know. So, notwithstanding your frustration, if this thing could actually turn out very well. Okay, this could actually turn out very well. Whether it's going to end in an actual engagement or not, I'm not sure, but it looks like there's going to be a commitment of some sort. Maybe marriage, maybe something less than that. It could be, if you're not living together, it could even be moving in together, or it's going to be some higher level of commitment between the two of you. Okay, and that's always lovely. And even though you're feeling very upset at the minute and frustrated, but Give your relationship a chance. I think, he's just not feeling very ready at the moment, and you are at the point where you could cut and run. That's what I'm getting. You are so frustrated. You feel like you just want to run. Like, I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. This is too much. I can't stand it. He won't, as one of my friends used to put it, shit or get off the pot. Sorry, guys, a bit graphic, but it had to be said, right? Because he's sitting like, well, he's sitting on the what's it. So, and he's not, so this energy though is going to change. It's going to change. And when it does, you can expect an up leveling, and it's going to be, and then the last card is judgment. Okay, so it means that he's going to start realizing that you are worth it, really worth it, worth being with, being his, and I think it's going to actually work out. But you've got to get out of this stuck feeling. Okay, I feel that's really important. Now let's get the angels involved. All right, let's ask the archangels. Let's ask them what they think, what their point of view is, and which angel is going to lend their energy at the minute. Ooh, Archangel Haniel. Okay, Archangel Haniel, who is saying passion. So trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. But I guess it's love life. Could be career too. But it's like you need to take a step back, maybe. That's why the rest card, like give it a rest for a minute. Take a break. So you're basically taking a break from the relationship or from yourself. It could be from your thoughts, from the mental gridlock where, every day you wake up feeling frustrated. You've got to shift out of that energy and literally take a break, take a mental break. When you do that, you're going to find renewed passion for this relationship. And I think in the past, when you first started off, there was a lot of passion. There's a lot of energy in the relationship. There's a lot of both of you wanting to get together and all of that good stuff. But things kind of got stalled along the way. Things were not going as planned. You felt, very, underappreciated perhaps, or you didn't feel it was making enough of an effort, or the situations from outside the relationship felt like, they were taking priority over the relationship, okay? So yay, so good news. So, you got to do this before you can reap this, and especially this, okay? Very important to do this. Take the break, relax, soften yourself, and then allow for him to make up his mind and to basically be ready and open to receive you. So there's a lot of realization that's going to happen as well on his part, because when your energy shifts out of this frustration, he is going to be able to relax and see you for who you are. Okay? Yep. So that's it. So that is pick number 3. So I would appreciate it if you would like, share, and subscribe below. Tell your friends. If you've liked the reading, I hope that you will keep coming back. That that I will be, and that I will be doing readings far more frequently. This is my 3rd one, and I plan on doing readings, as I said earlier, far more frequently. I've also done another reading, an earlier reading, a couple of days ago, which is on what he's thinking. So maybe you'll find that helpful as well. So I'm going to sign off now, and wish you all lots of love and light in your life and your relationships. Namaste.